With the news of a Stranger Things comic being released following Will's journey in the Upside Down, we at Superior Comic Show decided let's set up a new weekly video series of TV shows that would make great comics. Title pending. I'm not sure that fits quite well. So we already know the Stranger Things comic will follow Will in his journey in the Upside Down that was previously unseen on the show. But what other TV shows should we look at that would make a great comic because of stories, background stories that we don't know about? We already know the Rick and Morty comic is doing quite well for itself, especially due to the long wait for the new season. So let's see what other shows we here believe would make that cut. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and the thumb for the like or dislike. Listen, each to their own. And if you want, even hit that little bell, get notifications whenever we are online. The YouTube revival has been restarted. Okay, so let's get on to TV shows we believe would make great comics. Number 1. We're going to start with a show that I've recently started watching and have thoroughly enjoyed, and everyone I've suggested it to has really enjoyed. Those in America would have seen it before we had the chance to, but we're able to watch it on Netflix now. That show is Final Space. Final Space follows Gary, a prisoner aboard the Galaxy 1, who gets himself into a bit of a mess when he is introduced to Mooncake, a cute little snot bubble who also has the power to destroy planets. The main antagonist of the show is the Lord Commander, who believes he was chosen by the Titans in Final Space, and his telekinetic abilities.
No deal.
There you are! What a day I've had, man. I think I destroyed a family. Oh! So how about we get out of here?
You must be the Gary.
Okay. It's just Gary.
The Gary.
Just Gary. You know, just there's no, where's this the coming from? Well, this has been great. But, avocado run!
I haven't introduced myself. I am the Lord Commander.
Oh, is that you?
But there's so many other kind of like small antagonists throughout that they had a little bit of a battle with. But there's so much potential for more stories. Now there is rumours that the creator of Final Space says he has enough ideas for 5 seasons. But why not 5 seasons and a comic book series? Here's why I think it would make a great comic book series. It's already animated, so it's already art. It's already there to be just put on the page and just go wild. With a TV series, you get a certain amount of episodes and you get a certain amount of airtime to tell your story. Whereas comic books are a lot less limited. You would have so much more time, so much more potential, and so much more ability to create controversy. Final Space is hilarious on the screen, and I believe it will be hilarious on paper too. Who wouldn't want to follow Gary and Mooncake on their adventures? Even Little Cow. But we do not want to follow Kevin.
Kevin, what the frick is that? You just had a mech suit lying around this whole time?
Yeah, so?
Good Lord, I hate you so feverishly. It hurts. It physically hurts me, Kevin.
So yeah, I see no reason why Final Space can't follow in Rick and Morty's footsteps and continue the trend that Stranger Things is continuing now, and put the stories that they didn't put on the screen onto paper. Introduce new characters, get their own kind of history behind everything. More of a backstory into everything. We know Gary's backstory, we know Mooncake's backstory, we know a little bit of Little Cato's. What about Quinn? I'd love to learn more about her backstory. We know Kevin's an asshole.
Hey, Gary, your arm is gone.
Oh my gosh, is it? Really? I know my arm is gone, you decaying pile of tickle better!
So yeah, for number 1 of this new series, I believe Final Space should be made into a comic book. It will go directly onto my pull list and it would stay there consistently. I don't think I'd ever get rid of it because I'm in love with the show. It is hilarious, creative, it's well written, stories are well planned out, and the characters are like interesting. It really makes you feel for the characters. Like if anyone who's watched the show will know, we had 3 episodes of one character. Just 3 episodes where he wasn't like the main character, he was just a featured character. And then something happened. And I realised myself, damn, those 3 episodes, they really made me care about this character. And I'm rattled right now. So yeah, Final Space. If the writers and creators of the show are listening to this right now, doubt they are. Why not break into the comic world? Start your own comic book series. Bring in a bit of extra cash between seasons. So yeah, thanks for watching and listening. What TV shows do you think should be made into comic books? Let us know in the comments down below or over on Twitter at SuperiorComic16. And we might feature them in this series.